Hey guys, Strong Style Studios back again. It's Alex.
And it's me, Noah.
And we're here with two WWE reviews. We're here with NXT. Our Evolution. Horrible name, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's Evolution and Revolution. It's a pun. Or something. Whatever.
Is it supposed to be like our?
R Evolution plus Revolution. Because like it's just the R. It's stupid.
No, that does not work for me.
Lame. Whatever. Anyway. Name gets 2 stars.
4 out of 10.
And we're also here with TLC S 2014, whatever the fuck they call it. That name's no stars. Tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. Yeah. Horrible. God, I know. Terrible. Anyway, let's actually get to the fucking show. First up, we had NXT with that fucking amazing goddamn show. Probably one of the better all year from WWE. And we started things off with Kevin Owens making his WWE debut. Holy fucking shit, man. He came out and looking like a fucking $1,000,000.
Oh, man. So over.
Crowd was going crazy. Just surreal moment of him. And, like, I love the, like, him just, like, looking around. Just, like, he's, like, just enjoying the moment. Shows the importance of being in the WWE. That's awesome. And this is just for, like, him in NXT. Imagine him making his Raw debut or whatever. It's going to be, like, fucking...
Oh, man.
God.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah, this was great. Great little segment. He comes out, like you said, he kind of soaks it all in.
Yeah.
And he's got this, like, you can tell he's got this fierceness to him, you know, and
yeah.
The best part, though, of this match, he ends up getting, like, busted open. His nose gets busted open.
The fucking palm strike, like, it was,
ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a picture of CJ Parker's hand, and I got, like, ouch.
CJ broke his hand, like, ripped his, he's got a cut on his hand, but while breaking Kevin Owens' nose. That's a hard nose. But
for a debut and having like the blood and everything, it really helped actually.
Absolutely,
I thought.
yeah. And to like him doing the cannonball and the tope con hello to the outside, it's like, holy shit, man. And yeah, just a great, perfectly booked match. CJ got a little bit of offense, but Kevin Owens just dominated, destroyed him, and yeah, Kevin's theme, Kevin Owens is a star already.
And he finished him with the pop-up powerbomb,
and he did the pump handle neck breaker too.
I'm wondering what his finish is going to be.
Well, we'll talk about that. Well, he's using the apron powerbomb as kind of like the death. That's like a death killer.
Oh, okay.
Death killer, like a finisher. Like people like are kicking, take it out in church with that move. I'm thinking the Packers powder is coming. It's got to come. It's gonna come one day.
Really?
Yes. Next, I give this 2.5 stars. Just very, very fun, booked debut.
Yeah, I gave it 2.5 also. There was nothing wrong with that. It was fun. A little short, but perfect.
Next up, we had the NXT Tag Team titles on the line with Lucha Dragons taking on the Vaudevillains, which I really like their gimmick. That's a cool gimmick.
I do too.
It's fun. This was this was a very fun match. Some really smart booking, I thought. Like, just the way the Vaudevillains like worked the match over, and I love this one spot where like the Lucha Dragons are going for a double suicide dive, and Adrian English pushes his partner out of the way and takes the double suicide dive. That way his partner is still fresh and take advantage. Like that, I don't think I've ever seen that done before.
No,
and like that's that'd be, and like the only thing that was a problem was like immediately after that they had the finish, and it was just like, man, that's been a great way of like having a hot spurt and then immediately getting heat back on the faces.
Right.
Like it's really smart.
And another thing in this match that they didn't use Kalisto to get the heat on.
Yeah.
Which was kind of, it's nice to see that. You know, it's different. It was weird, but it was cool how they set that up. And like you said, I like that little finish, or what they did right before the finish.
Yeah.
Finish came a little too quick, but this was a good match. Established what they wanted it to. So
yeah.
Just too short.
Yep. I give this 2.5.
I also gave it 2.5.
Awesome. And then we had Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's like their new monster. This was a squash, 47 seconds. I want to see what these guys can do. Like I want to see what this Baron Corbin guy can actually do in the ring. Before, you know, like I don't like squash matches. They're useless.
Yeah, I mean, I gave this a star. This was, like you said, it was just a squash.
No.
I didn't give a shit. I do not want to see what Baron Corbin has to do. He looks like a guy that has zero character, and I mean, if you can have good matches, have a fucking good match.
Yeah, I give it an NA because they ain't, you know, 47 seconds. I can't do a match like that long.
I give it a star because it was bad.
Okay. Star's still decent.
Star's bad.
Well, Star's still a rating though. And he just sees like, it's fucking worthless.
Well, it was a match.
Okay. Anyway.
It wasn't.
Yeah. we had Finn Bálor, Hideo Itami versus the Ascension. Finn Bálor came out in full-on body paint, was getting an "This is awesome" chant from his entrance. And it was awesome. It was fucking amazing.
That was so good.
I watched it time and time again. It does not get any less amazing. Like the lighting, like the atmosphere, the music, the like paint he had. It's fucking amazing. Finn Bálor is fucking made.
Oh yeah.
It's done. He's only been in the company for like 2 months and he's already a fucking main event star now. From this one entrance.
It was just so awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of anybody who's got an awesome entrance like that. I mean, obviously Wyatt's got a good one, but
Taker,
but he's never around anymore.
Yeah.
This is going to be something that is going to stand out at pay-per-views and things like that.
Absolutely. Hideo and Finn were really just great as tag team. Like they really shine in the ring together. They did really, really good. They complement each other very nice.
So comfortable together.
I still love the Ascension as monsters, man. I love the way they work. Then there's these beast dudes that just bully people around. I don't know. I think I'm just a sucker for the way they work. You know, because like it's basic and it can be kind of boring, but like it just makes sense. Like and they're
right, but it's not like plotting and there's malice to it. Yeah, and they know how to connect with the audience also because a lot of guys, like you'll see them, they're big, they're strong, they're doing their moves, but they're not angry. Yeah. They're not getting with the audience.
Everything they do just seems like they just want to fucking hurt these guys. Like just like they're just angry dudes, and I like it. One of the best parts of the match was Hideo Itami teasing the GTS, and the crowd just like oh, this is like oh man.
That would have been something.
I hope to God they do it.
Someday they got to do
that. Great, really, really fun match. Bálor and Hideo, I would love to see them as tag team champions, but I think that they're going to be bumped up the roster sooner than that. And Ascension, man, they're still great. I really do like them, and I'm looking forward to them in the main roster just because I want to see them get some real competition.
Yeah, and I hope that they are showcased.
Yeah, I hope so too. I give this 3 1/4. Very fun match.
I also gave it 3 1/4.
We are on a fucking roll today.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Next up, we had the NXT Women's Title match. Charlotte defending against Sasha Banks. Holy shit balls! Was this a good match?
Oh, this is what I wrote down. This was as fluid a match as you'll see.
Absolutely.
There was no botches. It wasn't choppy.
Nope.
Good pace throughout.
Perfect storytelling. Perfect selling. Action was great. Everything clicked. Amazing near falls. This was wrestling right here. This wasn't women's wrestling. This was wrestling done right.
Exactly.
I mean, so many great near falls. Charlotte hitting going for a moonsault, landing on her feet, and then hitting a senton. That was fucking insane.
Was so
It
cool.
was awesome. And then hitting, what's her finisher called? Like Hail to the Queen or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whatever. In like natural selection. And like off the top rope. Like it was fucking awesome. It just these women busted their ass out there. Sasha Banks really impressed me. Like I had heard she was good, but like she blew me away with how good she was.
Didn't see that coming. Charlotte, I think she is like exactly what a women's wrestler should be. She's so good at it. She is a female Ric Flair. That's exact what she is.
And that's the best compliment you can make to someone.
Definitely.
Absolutely. This was amazing. They worked their asses off, and just everything about this match worked so well. And like, I'm actually shocked. Like people are like, oh yeah, really good match, but like the ratings don't reflect how good this match was.
I loved this.
This was amazing. This was a 4 1/4 match for me. This was one of the best matches I've seen all year. This was better than something they've been on WWE television.
I thought this was better than Charlotte and Natalia.
Absolutely, I agree totally.
And I also gave it 4 1/4.
Oh my god, too sweet. All right, then we get the main event, the NXT title. Adrian and Neville, Sami Zayn, the big one. If Sami Zayn loses, his career is over. So I wonder who's gonna win. That being said, everything about this fucking match was done perfectly, absolutely perfectly. The drama, the action. The crowd was into every single moment of this match.
Worked.
Everything. Even when I even liked the heat segment where Neville, who's usually a high flyer, was slowing the pace down because he knows, well, Sami Zayn's a high flyer. I need to be working as a mat wrestler in this match because Sami Zayn's a high flyer. I can't be going high spots for this guy. I can't be risking it. It was smart. The crowd was so into everything. They wanted Sami Zayn to win. The only problem, there was a few things we had, but one problem. 2 ref bumps.
Yeah, that was the only
There's 2 ref bumps, but even the 2 ref bumps worked because, like, they needed the 2 moments. Like, where Sami's, like, concerned, looks over the referee, and takes his eye off the ball, and almost gets caught. And then, when he's like, how low will I seek to win the championship? Will I cheat? And I'm like, I was watching, I was like, no, don't do it, don't give it. And then he refuses, and he gets the fucking Aluba kick. Oh my god, he wins the match. It was, what a fucking match. What a moment, man. It was so great. Oh.
I mean, what else can I say? Just, the crowd was hot from the get-go. You know, like, this was just such, they wanted to see this match. They wanted it to be good.
They wanted Zayn to win.
Exactly. They felt like they were a part of it, I think. And man, did it come across really, really well. Zayn looked awesome. And Neville, you know, he had a freaking awesome match because, you know, and I think we might have been talking about this when we watched the match, about how Neville is so good at not only being a high flyer, but he can do everything else. And you don't think about, like, his technical prowess and things like that. But when you watch this match, you're like, damn, this guy can do anything.
Yeah. And I liked how, he was the heel in this match, but he didn't do anything heelish. Like, and that's one thing I loved about it. Like, they made him a tweener, but, like, they didn't go alright heel. Like, yeah, he rolled up Sami Zayn and tried to steal a win from Sami. Like, but he's just being a champion. He's just trying to win the match. Like, I liked it. Like, it wasn't evidently he was a heel. Sami Zayn's the face. It was like Neville just trying to win. Mm-hmm. It didn't come off as like him just cheating to win. And like, I really liked that. It's like you don't see that kind of complex stuff in WWE most days.
That's true.
And it's like, oh, this guy's obviously the bad guy. This guy's, you know, it's like, no,
it's got to be cut and dry.
And like, I even liked after the match, like the fans were really against Neville, but then as soon as the match is over, they're chanting, "Thank you, Neville." Like, cause like, hey, Neville, you were a fucking great champion. Thank you, but we just like Sami Zayn more. So yeah,
it definitely has a very indie feel when you're watching NXT.
Absolutely, man, and that's what makes it good. It makes it fun. So anyway, the whole locker room clears. Like, including Pat Patterson, who just runs out there, and he's just like, you know, and Pat Patterson apparently wasn't playing. He's just like, I want to fucking go out there.
Let me go look at you, boys.
No, come on. He was just so proud of the boys, you know.
Sure,
like, yeah, come on. Pat Patterson is a fucking legend. If he wants to go out there and be surrounded by men, he's allowed to.
That's right.
Okay.
More power to you.
We love you, Pat. Anyway, man, great moment. Kevin Owens goes down there, the first one, and he fucking hugs Sami Zayn.
It's like this feel.
Oh, the feel, man, the feel.
I could feel it in my soul.
Sami Zayn's dancing to his music. Him and Kevin Owens are leaving. It's a fucking great moment. Two best friends leaving together, and then Kevin Owens yanks Sami Zayn down the ground and destroys him with a powerbomb in the apron. This man loses his goddamn mind.
Might have gotten a little excited by
You were jumping up and down like a fucking kid on Christmas, dude.
I did not see that coming. I was so... Very rarely does wrestling get me to really, truly mark out. That was legit.
That was like... that was like Daniel Bryan winning the WWE title mark out big.
I thought that, like... I didn't think that they'd go right to the feud. Like, the best feud I've ever seen.
The greatest feud in the history of professional wrestling, Kevin Steen, El Generico, is coming to NXT.
See, I was afraid they were going to just, like, try and forget about it and not play up to it. Oh, it's coming, man.
Yeah. And I even like they did a great promo, like, a few weeks later, like, on NXT television, where, I guess, like, Kevin Owens, like, it's like, Kevin Owens, like, what do you go to? It's like, listen, I'm here to make a statement, and if I'm willing to do this to people that I consider my friends, what does that mean for the rest of the roster? It's like, it's like, what? It's like, oh my god. I can't contain my excitement right now. Like, this is fucking amazing, man. The greatest feud in professional wrestling history coming to WWE.
And I want to see it play out on NXT because I know that it'll be better.
Oh, absolutely, man. I give this match 4 3/4. I absolutely love it. Only thing that kept me away from being 5 stars, I think, was like, yeah, 2 ref bumps, especially pretty consecutive, like almost like one right after another, is a little repetitive.
Right. I gave this 4.5. I might even go 4 3/4. Amazing match. Like you said, it was just those those 2 ref bumps, but they played into the story, and the crowd wasn't bothered by them.
No.
At all. So this is a match that needs to be seen.
Absolutely. This whole show needs to be seen.
I mean, if you want to see what like the future of WWE in a few years at their big shows is going to look like, this is it. This is it.
I gave this a 9 out of 10. I loved it. Just so goddamn amazing.
I want to say 9.25.
Okay.
But yeah, this was awesome because the crowd was great throughout. This felt almost like that ECW One Night Stand.
Yeah.
It was the small venue. Everybody was like liquid lava hot. And it just played out really well the way that the card played out. I liked how it built.
Yeah.
The best match was the main event, but
Absolutely.
all the matches under it were good.
It was like a slow snowball, like down, and then all of a sudden it's like this big fucking, and boom, you get that impact.
Yes.
You get that pop, man. as True Martini says, you got the pop.
Beautiful.
That might not be funny to anyone but us, but it was for us, so that was good.
Yeah, so
That's
you know
counts.
what? You can.
All right. Well, from one of the best shows of the year, we go to one of the worst shows of the year.
How else would you follow up one of the best shows?
Only makes sense, right? You know, WWE and Roger was all like, man, we gotta make NXT TLC good, man. We need to show these developmental guys how it's done.
And I think that made this show come off worse is because I read all that stuff like, oh, they had, I'm like, this is gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, like every competition, man.
Oh my god, and they blew it on us.
2 guys went out there with the ambition to steal the show and make this a good show. And they were the opener.
Yeah, they were in the same match.
Yeah, and that was Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. These guys went out there and beat the fucking shit out of each other. Luke Harper at one point I thought broke his goddamn arm when he did a fucking suicide dive into a ladder that Dolph Ziggler was holding and landed right fucking on it. And I thought for sure, like, that's a broken arm. It's like, and somehow, some way he kept wrestling. Just very fun match. I mean, they didn't go too crazy with the spots. I felt like they kept it, besides that one, like they kept it pretty good. Just a lot of fun. They built everything up nicely, and a pretty cool finish, I thought.
Yeah. One thing I do like about Luke Harper, I mean, there's many things, but something that worked in this particular match is that he's a big guy. That he's not going to be able to take those monstrous bumps very often. Yeah. But he can still, he doesn't have to do like these mind-blowing bumps, but just the big bumps that he takes seem huge. It's very old school. He feels like an old school guy.
He is definitely like the new school Brody Lee.
Brody Lee.
Bruiser Brody.
He is Brody Lee.
He is Brody Lee. Kayfabe, come on. Yeah, but this was very good. Ziggler getting the win here, which was kind of cool. Like, I'm not a big fan of him being the Intercontinental champion, but it's a nice way to keep his push rolling. Mm-hmm. So I give this 4.
I give this 3 3/4, but I really liked it.
Okay, and then we had the the tag team titles on the line with the Miz and Mizdow taking on the Usos. This was basically just a normal shtick, where Mizdow imitates everything, and then Miz got himself disqualified.
Yeah, this took forever to get going. We never got the payoff of Mizdow getting in the ring. Yep. So this was really not worth seeing.
No. This was a match where they're building up to a finish, and then you never got a finish.
Yep.
So I give this a 1.5 stars.
Yeah, I'd give this maybe a 1 3/4. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing, but yeah.
Okay.
Not worth your time.
Oh, speaking of the worst thing, we had the Steel Steps match. Big Show versus Erick Rowan in a Steel Steps match, which they had to have a fucking graphic explaining how big the fucking stairs are and how much they weigh. It was like, yeah, right, they do not weigh that fucking much.
No shit. They made it just outlandish and like made of the most solid of substances.
Yeah, it was this stupid match. I'll give them credit. They tried to be somewhat creative with spots, but it was just slow. It was mediocre. Erick Rowan, I think, looked like he was trying out there.
Yeah, Rowan did. He did try. The thing is, he's not great. Plus, you're in there with Big Show. Plus, what the fuck is this gimmick?
Yeah, it's stupid stipulation. But they tried, you know. And then, like, the finish comes where Big Show knocks out, chokeslams Erick Rowan, knockout punches, and then sticks the steel steps, like, on his chest, but not covering his shoulders. Like, what the fuck's that gonna do? And then that 1, 2, 3. So Erick Rowan, so much for a push, you know. I give this a star and a half. I give him a star and a half because they at least, like, the effort was there. They didn't deliver, but the effort was there. Mm-hmm. I'll say that much. Maybe a star and a quarter. Okay?
I'm going to give it a star. That star goes entirely for effort.
Yeah.
Everything else, you know, it wasn't sloppy. It wasn't.
It was just boring.
Yes, it was very, very boring. It didn't belong on a pay-per-view.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, again, I give him a star for effort. That's it. Or doing a quarter for effort and, like, trying. Next up, we had the tables match between John Cena and Seth Rollins, and you know, I thought, like, man, they're gonna go out there and I think these guys are gonna go pretty well. Shenanigans aplenty in this fucking match.
Oh
we had
God.
Interference, which is like, okay, I know they're getting interfering. You could use the J&J security, like, they take the table spots. They take more table spots. That way you have multiple table spots in the match. That works, makes sense. They didn't do that.
No, they didn't do it.
No. Cena just kept trying to bring the table in, and it's like, Cena, how the fuck is superior? Just take the fuckers out, okay? They're nobodies. Anyway, we had ref bumps, we had interference, we had a restart and a draw, we had a Big Show interference, we had a return of Roman Reigns. What the fuck? Everything. This was like creative, just said like, well, we really need to make this match look good. What do we got? I got it! Everything we do bad, let's do it in this match. It'll have to work. Genius! I will say right now, there was a really cool sequence where, like, Cena was going to do the attitude adjustment to Seth Rollins. Rollins lands on the side of the table, leaps over the table. It was a cool sequence with him and Cena. It's like, man, this is what they can do in the ring together. This could actually be good if they were just
right,
like...
That's the thing. When they had the match, the stuff they were doing was good.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Rollins versus Cena, but
yeah.
We didn't get Rollins versus Cena. We got Rollins and every motherfucker.
No, we got Cena and Rollins versus WWE Creative. And yeah, God. Big Show comes out about the chokeslam John Cena. Roman Reigns comes out, knockout punches Big Show. Superman punches Big Show. Superman punches Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins goes through a table. Cena wins. LOL. 2 stars. Purely based on, like, the stuff they did in the ring was fine, you know, and they had some good stuff back and forth wise, but the fucking booking of this match murdered any chance of this match being anything better than just average.
Yeah, and I also gave it 2. What can you do with this?
Yeah. We had Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee for the Divas title. I don't even remember this match.
I remember it being boring.
Yeah, boring, and then, like, hairspray to the face of AJ Lee to get the win, or some shit. Whatever. Half a star.
If that, yeah, I'll give it a quarter of a star. Right. If that, but I heard something that, like, oh, never mind. It was kayfabe.
Yeah, kayfabe. Yeah, don't. And then we had a chairs match between Ryback and Corporate Kane. Jesus Christ. Ryback got gassed like 5 minutes into this match.
Yeah, he did.
Fucked up a spine buster on a chair, which made it look like shit. The best part of this match was Ryback running in for the clothesline and Kane fucking sabooing a chair in Ryback's face.
Him right in the face.
Fucking brilliant. And then some a guy actually, I asked online, like, someone give me a gif of that, please. And, like, someone actually did. So, like, thank you to that guy. I don't remember who it was. That was the best part of the match. And I'm like, I'll give this match an extra star if either A, chokeslam through the chair, or B, shell shock through a chair. Neither happened, so I give it a quarter of a star just for the chair to the face of Ryback.
Yeah, I'll give it half a star. I mean,
half a star, yeah, that's
whatever.
Yeah. Rusev versus Jack Swagger for the United States title. At one point, the crowd got distracted by a drunk fan getting thrown out for fighting with security. Otherwise, these guys actually had some a decent back and forth kind of technical match, and then the accolade got locked in. Jack Swagger broke out, and no one gave a shit because the fan was watching the drunk dude fight security, which apparently is a better match than Jack Swagger versus Rusev to the crowd. Kind of shows what the crowd was thinking at that point in the night.
Well, they've seen, how many times have we seen Jack Swagger versus Rusev?
Like 4 times.
My God.
Yeah.
And Swagger never wins, never.
Yep. And the thing is, they actually work pretty well together.
This was his best, this was going along well.
Yeah.
And then it just yeah.
Then it just ended. In the same fashion every other match has ended between these two guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 2 stars, I guess.
I gave it a 1.5 stars.
Okay. Then we had Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. I was like, oh my god, they're actually giving these guys the main event spot. Awesome. This should be good. And it was. Up until the finish. They went out there. They actually tried to have a match. They did pretty good. They were rocking and rolling. They were getting that heat on.
Getting the heat on you, baby.
The crowd was getting to it pretty much. They did some crazy-ass spots with Seth, Dean Ambrose jumping off ladders, elbowing Bray Wyatt through 3 tables, one little ladder, one big ladder, and then one super big ladder through the announce table. It was fucking cool, and they were doing some decent stuff. And then Dean Ambrose decides he's gonna finish off Bray Wyatt. What's his weapon of choice? Why? A television that's underneath the ring for no expectable reason.
That's plugged in.
Yeah.
And on.
Yeah. So Dean Ambrose goes, and then it blows him in his face, and Bray Wyatt covers him.
Now, I just want to point out that during this match, he pulls the television out and sets it on the apron to set up for the spot later. When he does that, JBL goes, "Why is there a TV under the ring?" And that is exactly my fucking question. And Cole played it off like, "Oh, they have it down there for the technicians." And how long have you worked here? I was like,
no, that might be actually be true though.
I doubt.
But it's like at the same time, I'm like, okay, well then why the fuck have we never seen a TV under the ring ever?
Right. What? And it had nothing to do with any kind of a story that they had played up to. This didn't give you any kind of a finish.
When I saw that TV in the ring, I'm like, someone's gonna be like hiding in the ring waiting for this match. Like, oh, someone's gonna come out from the ring and attack Ambrose. That's what I thought. It's like someone's watching the monitor and like waiting for like weapons and see what's going on in the match.
Right.
But anyway, here's how I would have had this finish go up. Instead of this stupid exploding television thing. The idea should have been Ambrose just wants to fucking kill Bray Wyatt and is so wrapped up in destroying Bray Wyatt that he just keeps going after him. And at one point he's blinded by rage, charges in, Bray Wyatt like trips him into a chair, Sister Abigail into a chair, and 1, 2, 3. That should have been the finish. Where Ambrose is just so wrapped up in hurting Bray Wyatt that Bray Wyatt takes advantage of his rage and wins. That should have been the story. That way, if you're going, we're like, oh, Ambrose, you're too, you're letting that violence get the best of you, and I can help you focus that violence, or something like that. That would have been great. They didn't do that.
What was it? Who came up with this? Was such a harebrained idea. I don't understand. Like, what was like the benefit of doing this?
They got to blow up a TV.
I guess like it was probably like somebody's like, I got a new TV. I gotta get rid of this one. Storyline.
Maybe Vince has got a hard on for blowing up televisions.
Maybe.
Because I can tell you what, man, everyone watching this show probably wanted to blow up their television after watching this bullshit finish. This match was great.
I'm just like speechless. Like, whenever I think about it, I'm like, where was this going?
Like, why? Just why? Like, what would have been wrong with this? Like, have Ambrose be charged and then Bray Wyatt fucking hits him with a chair. Something. But Jesus. Anyway,
like nobody looks good here. Bray doesn't look strong, even in winning, and Ambrose looks like a fool.
Yeah, and the crowd made a collective, huh? At this match. Like, at the end of this match, I was like, wait, what? What the fuck happened? Yeah.
Does that happen to TVs? I have never seen that happen.
No. I've had a fucking television be flipped onto the ground and be sparking. Didn't blow up. Anyway, I give this match 3 1/4 for the stuff they did, everything up until the finish. And the finish is just so fucking head-scratchingly bad that I had to knock quite a few extra points off.
Yeah, I gave this 3. Decent, but yeah, the finish was just frustrating.
Yeah, I'm texting during a video because I'm fucking. I want to keep my mind off this match. And that's why when what'd you give the show overall? If you could even rate this fucking shit.
Oh my god! I mean, this was right around like the 5 range.
5? Man, I give this a fucking 4.
Do you?
4. And that 4 is for the fucking opener. Everything else after that was a piece of shit, and you should not watch anything.
That's fair. I mean, I'm
4 out of 10 for the opener, and everything else can get a fuck you.
Yeah, I don't even know how to rate it. I can't even like. It's just such like a pile of not good.
Everything bad about WWE was displayed in this match. Everything. Or show.
Yeah. And
bad divas, bad finishes, bad booking, bad main event. I mean, they distributed every fucking thing that was wrong with their company in this one show. And NXT, meanwhile, distributed everything that's good about them in their show. Suck a dick, WWE.
Which, in turn, amplified how bad the main product looks.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Less said about this show, the better. Alright, we're done. See you guys later.
So yeah.
Bye.